Since the early days of the Republic, the United States Navy has relied on enlisted service members to care for our country's sick and wounded. These service members have gone by many names: Lob Lollipop, Surgeon's Mates, and Baby, to name a few. In 1898, with the Spanish-American War looming, Navy Surgeon General J.R. Tyrone lobbied for the need of a more structured medical component. Congress agreed, and on June 17, President McKinley signed into law the creation of the United States Hospital Corps. The establishment of the Hospital Corps created 3 new rates: Hospital Apprentice First Class, and Hospital Steward. In 1916, the Navy updated the Hospital Corps rank structure. Junior enlisted were known as Hospital Apprentice First and Second Class, while petty officers were known as pharmacist mates. During World War I, Hospital Corpsmen served throughout the fleet, earning particular distinction on the Western Front. Nearly 700 personal awards were awarded to corpsmen during the war, including 2 who received the nation's highest award, the Medal of Honor. During World War II, hospital corpsmen bravely fought aside their Marine counterparts in every major battle of the war. In 1945, Pharmacist Mate Second Class John Bradley was among the small group of Marines who raised the flag on Mount Suribachi. Throughout the Korean War, hospital corpsmen once again showed their courage and devotion to duty. All 5 enlisted Navy Medal of Honor recipients were hospital corpsmen. The Hospital Corps' commitment to Vietnam started as early as 1959, when corpsmen were stationed at the U.S. Embassy's dispensary. In 1965, Navy Hospital Da Nang opened its doors. Nearly 500 corpsmen were stationed there, and at its peak in 1968, the hospital cared for more than 24,000 patients. Hospital corpsmen showed their versatility during Vietnam, serving at sea aboard hospital ship USS Repose and USS Sanctuary, embedding themselves with Marine artillery, air and infantry units, or serving with SEALs and Marine reconnaissance units. In the early 1980s, corpsmen served in Beirut as part of a multinational force on a peacekeeping mission. Soon, however, the peacekeepers themselves became targets. In May of 1983, a truck bomb exploded at the 1st Battalion, 8th Marines headquarters. The blast killed 241 Americans, including 15 hospital corpsmen. The 1990s saw corpsmen facing both bullets and answering humanitarian calls for help. During the Persian Gulf War, more than 6,000 corpsmen reservists were called to active duty, more than any other reserve group. Corpsmen around the world made preparations to help their shipmates and receive casualties. Following the Persian Gulf War, hospital corpsmen were part of a U.S. force charged with providing humanitarian assistance and stability to Somalia. Throughout the past decade, corpsmen have once again served on the front lines in operations Iraqi freedom and enduring freedom in both support and combat roles. Today, the Hospital Corps is more than 20,000 strong. Corpsmen are deployed worldwide in support of both humanitarian and combat missions.